optimal health. I am so delighted that you joined us today for this new episode. Please remember that we broadcast every other week at 5 p.m. And before I begin, I want to thank those of you who have subscribed to our channel. I want to ask you to invite your friends to subscribe so that our subscription can grow and reach more people. Now, remember, we are available to you for cooking classes, diabetes, hypertension classes, etc. So please feel free to contact us at 917-531-7901, or you can email us uzimalifestylecenter@yahoo.com. Again, uzimalifestylecenter@yahoo.com, or you can call me at 917-531-7901. We'll be delighted to be of service to you. So for today, we are doing a summer recipe. Last week, we did the oat burger with sweet potato fries. And it's the summer season, so people like a lot of burgers. So today we are going to give you another version of a burger. This time it's mushroom and black bean burger. For the ingredients, we have our 2 cups of mushrooms. Now, because the mushrooms are sauteed, it shrinks a little bit. So this is our 2 cups of mushroom. And I want to show you the type of mushroom. It is organic baby bella. Organic baby bella mushrooms, okay? This is the one I would like you to get. And then we have our 2 cups of black beans. We have here our carrot grated. We have our celery stalk chopped. We have our red onions chopped. We have our garlic chopped. Here we have our breadcrumbs. We are going to add some nutritional yeast, but that is going to be all the way down to the end. Then we have our rice and we have our chia seeds, okay? So these are all the ingredients, and the walnuts. Lest I forget the walnuts. There are 2 things you don't see on the counter right now, but we're going to use it towards the end. That is the soy sauce and also the nutritional yeast. That's going to come to the very end. And actually, it's only 2 spoons of nutritional yeast. But permit me, as we begin, to give you an idea of the benefits of all these wonderful ingredients that are included here. First of all, we have the black bean. Now, black bean is what I will call one of those superfoods. Now, what are the benefits of black beans, you may be asking? Black bean, number 1, it helps to provide healthy bones. You know, as we get older, the integrity of our bones become a little diminished. So we need to eat more things like beans and so forth to build up our bones, to strengthen our bones. It helps also to control your blood sugar. So if you're a person who have diabetes, this is a food you'll want to incorporate. Now, it builds up the body, so it builds up your antioxidant level. So in that way, it is able to stave off things like cancer. And by the way, this is a very interesting one. It helps to enhance fertility. So those of you who are trying to get pregnant, this is one of the foods you need to incorporate. It also helps in the lowering of your blood pressure. It helps to reduce things like risk of heart disease, which is so very powerful. And because it has a lot of fiber, it helps with your weight loss. For individuals who are pregnant, this is something you need to incorporate in your diet. Very important. As I said before, it contains a lot of antioxidant. And by the way, very, very important, it is good for your nervous system. So that's the black bean, a powerful food that we need to incorporate in our meals. Now, let's move on. Now we're going to talk about the portobello mushroom. As a matter of fact, it's baby bella mushroom. It improves your immune system. One very important research says that the phytonutrients that are found in the bella mushroom can promote various activity shifts in the white blood cells in the body, including the macrophages, the microphages, and the dendrite cell. And what it says is over time, the activation and deactivation of certain white blood cells can prevent or reduce the risk of things like diabetes, arthritis, and other conditions. Now, when the baby bella mushrooms are fresh, they are most effective in boosting your immune system and helping your immune system to really function well. Dried or powdered alternatives can also be used, but they are not as potent. Now, it's very important that we understand that this baby bella mushroom has a lot of anti-inflammatory properties. So what it does, it clears out the pro-inflammatory molecules so the body is able to function well. And as if that was not enough, the baby bella mushroom also reduces your risk of chronic diseases. You may be asking me how it does that. The baby bella mushroom can be very effective in preventing a number of chronic health conditions such as cardiovascular disease. You heard me say a little earlier that it was good for your heart. It is also effective in fighting different kinds of cancer. In fact, listen to this. The baby bella mushroom have been shown to contain high amounts of linoleic acid, right? And which, this is very important, get this, it decreases the estrogen production, and it has been shown to contain high amounts of different kinds of compound that help to keep breast cancer at bay. Now, this particular research says that nutrition therapy, and the journal that this comes from is the Journal of Nutrition Therapy and Psychotherapy. It says that baby bella mushroom can lower one's risk of oxidative damage to the blood vessels in the heart, thus reducing one's risk of cardiovascular disease. Regularly consuming this type of mushroom can reduce the risk of hypolipidemia, diabetes, and Alzheimer's disease. You heard me correctly. Using baby bella mushroom on a regular basis would reduce one's risk of hyperlipidemia, diabetes, and Alzheimer's disease. Now, the last benefit of baby bella mushroom that we'd like to talk about, it enhances your bone health. You remember I said earlier that when we get older, what happens? The integrity of our bones are threatened. The bones become weak. So if you fall, you will get injured. Now we move from osteopenia to osteoporosis. And so incorporating baby bella is very, very important. What happens? The macronutrients contained in the baby bella mushroom contain certain also micronutrients. So it has both micro and macronutrients. Some of the micronutrients are like vitamin D, and we are told that if the baby bella mushroom is left in sunlight, it increases the amount of this micronutrients that is contained. So it's very important that that is done so that we can have optimal benefit. And also, when you're taking the vitamin D, it has a very important role in the absorption of calcium and phosphorus, which is critical to the bone. Now let's talk a little bit about the chia seeds. The powerful chia seeds. All right. Now, chia seeds are good for digestion. If you want to lose weight, you can incorporate chia seeds in your diet. It assists in arthritis. If you have inflammation in your joints, arthritic condition, use a lot of chia seeds. Chia helps with the cleaning of your colon. It is high, as you can expect, in antioxidant. It is a superfood for both the brain and the heart. It strengthens your immune system. If you want to have nice hair, skin, and nails, chia food is your go-to. Now, it normalizes also your blood sugar. So if you are diabetic, this is a food you need to incorporate. It increases your energy and your stamina as well. And it helps you to maintain good bones and teeth. So incorporate chia as much as possible in your diet. Talk a little bit about the walnut. We have a small amount of walnut in, but walnuts are very important. When you look at the shape of walnut, what does it remind you of? The brain, of course. All right, so it improves your heart function. It is good for bone health. It improves your metabolism. It controls diabetes, another food that is very good to stabilize your blood sugar. It prevents cancer because it builds up the immune system. It reduces inflammation. It improves your skin. It helps to regulate your sleep. It helps with weight management, and it boosts your mood. So these are the many benefits of the walnut. Now we have brown rice incorporated here. Now, this is our brown rice. Good. Brown rice is gluten-free, as you know. It is full of fiber. It is great for your heart. It is rich in the trace mineral selenium, right? It is rich in manganese. It slows the release of sugar. It is great for the baby's first food. You can blend it up in a processor and introduce it to your baby when they get maybe about 3 to 6 months old, depending on what you would like. You can make little porridge with it. Good. It normalizes your cholesterol. It assists in cancer prevention, and it maintains a healthy weight. So these are all the many benefits of the ingredients. The other things we have here are the onions, the red onions, and you know I like red onions. They are very good for the body. They are antioxidant. We have our garlic here, and it does the same thing. Then we have our celery. There are so many benefits of celery. And as a matter of fact, if you are on a low sodium diet, putting celery into your food gives it better flavor. So these are all the ingredients that we are going to use. Now, the first thing I would like to do here, you see we have our chia seed soak. So I'm going to blend the chia seed because this is what we're going to use as our binder. This is vegan, which means we are not using any milk, any dairy, or any animal product. So the first thing we are going to do, we are going to put our chia seeds in this blender, and we are going to blend it up. Consistency of the chia when it's blended. You see it has a consistency like eggs. So this is going to be our binder. Okay, good. So now in the Vitamix, I'm going to place my black beans. And to the black beans, I'm going to add my mushrooms. I'm going to try not to add too much of the liquid. If we do need a liquid, we can add it a little later. Just going to put a small amount of the liquid. Good. So let me move these off. So in here, we have both our mushrooms and our black beans. So we're going to pulse this. Okay, to help it along, we are going to add just a little bit of the mushroom, the water that the mushroom was sauteed in. Good. So we are going to pulse this again. making sure that this is well blended. You see the consistency? All right. Now to this, we are also going to add our other ingredients. So come with me. We're going to add our carrots. We didn't talk about the benefits of carrots because we have done that so many times in our cooking show. This is the here we have our garlic. Then we are going to add our onions. Okay. And then to this we are going to add our nuts. I think I'm going to add the nuts last, and I'll tell you why in just a minute. We are going to add our brown rice now. Good. I like to give it a little stirring up first so that it goes very well, and then we are going to pulse it again. So permit me to clear these off so that our area is not too cluttered. Okay, good. So we're going to pulse. And again, I'm going to add some of the liquid that the mushroom and we're going to pulse it a little more. Now when the beans, the rice, and the mushrooms are fully blended, you put it in the Vitamix and it's fully blended, you can take it out. I want to make sure I have everything in here because this is really good food. So we're going to make sure we have everything in here, the consistency, right? Now to this, we are going to add our chia seeds. Remember the chia seed is the binder. And then we're going to make sure we just blend everything in. Now you see the difference when you add the chia seed in? See, it looks a lot more creamy. All right, because the chia seed is your binder. Now we are going to add our nuts. You're going to blend again. Just put it all together. Now we're going to put a very little bit of the vegan seasoning. Just a small amount. Going to blend everything together. I want you to look at the consistency. Once your spoon is able to stand in it, it means that that's a good consistency. Let's move these away. Now the last thing we are going to add is our breadcrumbs. So take a look at the consistency again. All right, good. We're good to go there. Now we are going to start to form our burgers. You see I have my dish already greased. Now we are going to make our burgers. Okay, now that we have everything blended, we're going to add our nutritional yeast. Now you notice that we did not add additional soy sauce, and this is because we sauteed the portobello the baby bella mushroom in some soy sauce So we use the remainder that was in the sauteed mushroom. We used it to blend the consistency, all the different things to put it together. So we are not going to use additional soy sauce because it would make it too salty. So take another quick look at the consistency. Good. We're gonna put a little more of this soy flakes, nutritional flakes, sorry. If you would like to leave this out, feel free to do that. Okay, so good, we are ready to go now. So for this, we are going to spread a little bit of the breadcrumbs on our board. Let me move this aside so you can see what we are doing. And then we're going to put this consistency on the board. I usually like to just to roll it together like that so that it gets a little firmer, so that when I'm making the patties, it has a nice, I usually use just a cup or something like that to shape it. Comes like a little ball, and then I just flatten it out. Make it a nice circle, and then you flat it out nicely. And then you can dust it in some breadcrumbs so you get a nice shape. If you would like a firmer consistency, then you can put some more of the breadcrumbs. I do not like it that very firm. So you see your burgers are nice and ready to go. And you keep on doing this until you're done. This is a pretty good one, so we just going to sprinkle some breadcrumbs on it. And you keep on doing this until you have your dish complete. Now, if you want a firmer consistency, you notice I have spelt flour. You can use spelt flour or brown flour, right? Whole grain flour, right? I'm going to put a little in here, and then we're going to get it a little firmer. Some people like it soft, some people like it more firm. So I'm going to show you the both versions, and you'll decide which one you prefer. See, you're just mixing up there. Let me just get this cleaned off. Good. So I want you to take a look at this consistency. It's a little firmer, right? So you can decide what you would like to do. So once you have it like that, see, this consistency seems to be a little better, and we are still going to put our breadcrumbs on here, and then we're going to fill this out. Now you notice the one where you added the spelt flour, it is looking a little less moist, right? Because it's taken up, the spelt flour has taken up some of the moisture out of it. Now you can also add some spelt flour to your breadcrumbs. And then you can form your burgers. Okay? In the meantime, you need to have your oven at 350 degrees, nice and hot and ready to go. Some people really prefer it being a little firmer. You can do it either way. Now, depending on how big you want your burger, I made them 2 sizes so you can see. If you want the smaller burger, this can be for the kids, and the bigger ones can be for the adults. So now you have it all ready. As soon as the oven is ready, we will get that going. Burgers without fries. So we have our burgers done. Our black beans, baby bella mushroom burgers. What is that without some fries? So for the fries, we are going to use red potato. Now you notice I'm not peeling these potatoes. I'm just going to cut them in. Right. With the skin. Good. Just doing this as a demo to show you what you can do. This is just the healthy version. You can do as many as you would like. Now to make this nice and crispy and really, really good, so what we're going to do here, we are just going to put it in, and then we are going to add, this one is a little too big, so we just, all right, so we have that. We're going to add some parsley flakes to this. Then to this, we're going to add some nice Italian seasoning. Give it nice flavor. And then we're going to add some of our vegan seasoning to that. And we just blend it up like that. Your kids will enjoy this, I'm telling you. It has such great flavor. And here we have our pan already greased. And we are just going to put it in there. And instead of frying, we are baking our fries. So you'll see what it looks like when it comes out. Love to do this with herbs and spices. Always so very good. So our oven is indicating that it's ready. So we are ready to put in both our burgers as well as our fries. On the other side, when we take this out, you'll see how beautiful it looks, and we're going to put it together. So here we have it, our finished burgers, black bean, mushroom burgers. And here we have our whole wheat bun. You can either toast your bun or you can have it regular. It all depends on you. And we are serving this with lettuce. And we have some tomatoes here. If you like red onions, you can add that. We have some, I want you to see this, some organic yellow mustard. Then we have organic ketchup here. And then we have vegan dressing spread, or you can use veggies. These are the condiments. So now we are going to put our burger together. You're going to take a little bit of your veggies or vegan spread, and you'll put it on the bun. You'll put how much you want. Then we're going to put our burger. Right. To this, we are going to add a little bit of our lettuce here. You can put as much as you would like. Doesn't really matter. Then we're going to put our tomatoes. You can use regular tomatoes as well. If you are like me, that you like red onions, you'll put your red onions there. And whatever else you would like to add to it, feel free to do so. And then we're going to put a little bit of mustard. If you care for mustard, then you're going to put some of your ketchup. Then we're going to put our bun together. So that is our bun that is toasted. Now to this, if you want a complete meal, you can add the rest of the salad here. Put that on the side. And then we're going to bring our fries. Just a second. I have to get the fries out of the oven for you. Give me a second. Here are our fries all ready to go. They're nice and crisp. So here we have our burger all ready to go. So we have our black bean mushroom burger. We toasted the bun. You can as well, you can use the bun as is. And then we added lettuce. We added some red onions, some tomatoes. And then we add our condiments, right? Doesn't it look appetizing? Enjoy. Thank you so very much for joining us today for for Optimal Health. It's always a pleasure to have you. And as we end, just remember our cookbook is available. Go to www.uzimalifestylecenter.org and you can purchase your book. Also, remember we are available for classes, either a one cooking class or a series of classes. And the number to call, 917-531-7901. And the email address, uzimalifestylecenter@yahoo.com. Thank you so very much for joining us. Have a wonderful week and try the recipe and leave a comment for us. This is another type of burger. This is summertime and people just love burgers. So this is a nice, healthy burger for you. Eat for optimal health.